Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Technology Explore. My name is Usman Chaudhary and this is the fifth part of SolidWorks Complete Learning course series. In the previous video we had learned all these commands in sheet metal, and in this video I am going to teach you all commands in the surfaces tab. So keep watching this video till end. So let's start. First of all, we have to enable our surfaces tab. So for that, right click here and then from here select surfaces. So here is the surfaces tab, and these are the commands related to surfaces tab. Before going further, let me tell you one thing, that I had changed the name of my YouTube channel. So now the name of my YouTube channel is Technology Explore. So let's start. First command in the surfaces tab, we have extruded surface. So it works quite similar to features extruded boss base command. So for using extruded surface command, we have to draw a sketch on front plane or any of the plane. So this sketch could be open or close. So let's draw a spline first and let me show you how it works. So this type of spline, and then go to surfaces tab and then select extruded surface. So now you can see how this surface is going to be extruded. So these are the options for extrusion length and surface thickness, etc. And this is the draft, and this is for the direction 2. So when you press OK button, and this command will be applied. So let me draw another sketch to. So this is the rectangle, and then go to surface tab and select extruded surface. So you can see here how this rectangle is going to be extruded in surfaces tab. Then we have revolved surface command here. So for that, let me start from a new part again and then sketch on front plane. Draw a center line and start it from origin. Now draw another line somewhere here, then press escape button. Now go to surfaces tab and select revolved surface. So now you can see we are able to create a pipe by using these two simple lines. So here is the options for a revolved surface. When you press OK button, it will this command will be applied. So see. Then we have swept surface command. So we need at least 2 sketches. So start from a new part again. Now draw a sketch on front plane and draw ellipse on this plane. Like this. And then press this button to save and exit from sketch mode. As I told you, to use swept boss base command, we need at least 2 sketches. So this ellipse is our first sketch, and for another sketch we have to create a new plane. So for that, go to features tab or surfaces tab and click on this reference geometry here and then select plane. So here we need to tell the system two reference points. So this ellipse is our first reference, and then this point is the second reference. So click on this point. So now you can see our sketch, our new plane is fully defined, and press OK button to create this plane. Now sketch on this new plane 1 and then make normal to and draw a circle like this. Now press escape button or press OK button, then press this button to save and exit from sketch mode. So hide this plane 1. Now go to surfaces tab and select swept surface command. So this is the profile and this is the path. So this ellipse is our path and this circle is our profile. Select the circle and then the ellipse. So you can see here how we had used swept surface command. So here is the guide curve option and rest of the options. So if you want to twist the path along, twist the profile along the path, drop down these options, profile, twist, and then from here specify twist value. So select degree, revolution, or your options. So I'm going to select revolutions and type here the revolutions, number of revolutions. So let's type 50. So here you can see again added the number of revolutions to 5. So this is how our swept boss base or swept surface command works. Then we have lofted surface. So for lofted surface, we also need two sketches on different planes. Let's start from new plane, new part, and then sketch on front plane. Draw some sketch like a circle and press this button to save and exit from sketch mode. Then we have to create another sketch somewhere here. So create a new plane by using reference geometry. Then drop down these options and select front plane as a first reference. Then type here the distance 50 millimeter and press OK button. Now sketch on this plane 1. Make normal to and draw a rectangle. Now press this button again to save and exit from sketch mode. Then hide this plane 1. Now go to surfaces tab and select lofted surface command. So select two profiles. First select this circle and then this rectangle. So here you can see how lofted surface command works. Press OK button to apply this command, and these are the rest of the options for this command. So after lofted surface we have boundary surface command. We have another very important feature in SolidWorks that whenever you hover your mouse on any of the command, a short text will be appear describing the work of the command. So here you can see for boundary surface command, it will create a boundary. So let's see how it will create a boundary. Select it and then in the direction 1 select this edge, then this edge. So see how the boundary has been created for these edges. So here is the profile. So select one of the option and see what happens. So for this select tangent to face. So here is the direction. For the direction of second edge, select it from here, and from here then change the direction. Now you can see how we had applied the boundary surface command. These are rest of the options, and when you press OK button, this command will be applied. Then we have next command, filled surface. So let me show you how it works. Let's see. So as you can see, this circular edge is empty, and if you want to create a surface on this circular edge, so this command will be used for this purpose. So let's start. Click on it and then select this box and then this circular edge. See, we had created a surface, or we had filled the surface on this circular edge. Then we have the options here for this filled surface. So when you press OK button, this command will be applied. Then we have preform command, and as word preform is itself means that whenever you use this command, you will be able to freely form your surfaces. So select it. First of all, in this box you have to tell the system the face for which you want to freely form. Then we have these options like add curves. When you select add curves, then you have to draw the curves on the face for which you want to freely form your surface. Then we have add points. So you can also tell the system by adding points to freely form your surfaces. Then we have rest of these options. So let me show you. If you click and drag the point like this, your surface will be created in this way. So my computer hardware is very slow, so I'm unable to explore this command very briefly. When you press OK button, this command will be applied. After freeform command, we have offset surface command. So for that, we have to start from a new part. The command offset surface works quite similar to offset entities command in the sketch tab. So let's see how it works. Create a sketch on front plane and draw a circle. Like this. Then go to surfaces tab and use extruded surface command. Extruded and then select offset surface command. Select this surface and see. So this is the offset distance and the direction. You can increase and decrease. When you press OK button, this command will be applied like this. After offset surfaces, we have another important command, surface flatten. So let's see how it works. For that, start from a new part. This command is used to flatten the surfaces. So let's see how create a sketch on front plane and draw ellipse like this. Press escape button and then go to surfaces tab and select extruded surface. Extrude it and press OK button to apply this command. Then use surface flatten command. So here from here select the surface and then here select the fixed face or edge. So select this edge and see how we are able to flatten the surface. After flatten surface, we have another important command, extend surface. So this command is used to extend these surfaces. So let's see how it works. Select it from here and in this box we have to tell the system the edges for which we are going to extend our surfaces. So select this this edge and then we have the options here, distance and rest of the options up to surface, and you can select or choose your own desired. Press OK button to apply this command. After extend surface, we have another last but not least important command, thicken. So select it from here. Basically this command is used to thick your surfaces. So let me show you how it works. Let me select this surface. So click on this box and then select this surface. So see how it is working. So here are the options like thick distance. At the moment it is 10 millimeter and you can increase or decrease this. These are the direction options. So this is mid plane. Press OK button to apply this command. So this is how the thick surface command works. So this is enough for today's video. How did you find this video? Please write below in the comment section, and thanks for watching and sparing time.